Yo, what it do, everybody? This your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. This is episode 45 of the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. What's goody? How everybody doing out there, man? Appreciate you guys joining me back here for another episode. You dig, man? I appreciate it so much. It's Friday. Hope everybody, man, is enjoying their week, man. For real. Good morning, good night, good afternoon to all my listeners all across the world. I appreciate when you guys join me back here for the podcast, man. Shout out to all my listeners in Germany, Canada, the UK, all over the States, man. Shout out to everybody in DC. You know, we got to represent, man. For those, man, who are watching on YouTube, you can see, man, I'm in a different location. I'm filming my documentary right now, so, and I didn't have no guests this week, so I thought I'd get away from the Zoom jump. So this would be the first time I've done a podcast probably in a while without the whole Zoom jump. So, you know, we want to get back into that because I think in the times we living in right now, man, it's going to be back. We're going to be back to normal and in some time, but we can't let our guard up. We just got to stay safe out there. And if you guys are new to the channel, man, here on YouTube, I appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button down below, smash the notification bell, like it, leave a comment. Please leave a comment, man, so I can shout you out, man, on the show, for real. And also, you guys, don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. But you guys, man, I'm back here with the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. This is going to be a dope episode, you guys, man. We're going to jump into everything, man. We're going to jump into everything. I'm not going to be long because, you know, I got the documentary going on right now. But I thought I'd come through, of course, man. I had to come through to talk my crap about wrestling, man, and what's going on this past week in wrestling. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a fun episode. I appreciate everybody, man, who's joining me. And also, if you're joining me on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, don't forget to follow and subscribe. Leave a 5-star rating and a review. But you guys, man, we're going to kick it off, you guys, here on the podcast. A little something different, man. MLW, you guys, man. Yes, man, I'm all over the place, man. I love wrestling. MLW over the time, because I've been catching up on it, man. And I love MLW. I was so excited in the fall when they returned. And they've been doing big things, man. They've been doing really big things. Jacob Fatu, you guys. I really want to know everybody's thoughts, man, on Jacob Fatu. Because I see my man Jacob Fatu being actually bigger, you know, in the next maybe year or two, and I see maybe last year would have been his year, you know, to really, you know, break out because of the whole pandemic, and it was mainly shut down. You know, I feel as though my man Jacob Fatu is gonna, you know, he's gonna break loose. You know, I mentioned how LA Knight, you know, aka Eli Drake, is the breakout superstar right now in the NXT and just in wrestling in general. But Jacob Fatu, man, you know, of course he's a part of the Samoan Dynasty family, you know, and, you know, he's related to the Usos and everything, man. And I love the way my man Jacob Fatu come off, man. And of course, he's the MLW heavyweight champion. He's doing his damn thing, man. He's doing his damn thing. He took on my man, Myron Reed's partner. Damn. Every time I get on this jump, man, I can never remember somebody's name. But I'll just be like, yeah, I'm saying their name all up and down, though. But he's a part of Injustice, man. They had a dope matchup, which was last week on MLW, though. But, man, you know, like MLW just continuously to kill it. You feel me? They continuously to kill it. Speaking of killing it, man, ACH is over there. We all know about ACH when he came over to the WWE from leaving Ring of Honor. And, you know, the whole, you know, story that went in with that was because they designed a T-shirt for him. And, of course, he didn't like the T-shirt. I don't think anybody liked the T-shirt. You feel me? Like, but I mean, I love what he doing, you know, ACH, just a plethora of guys, man. I just really are loving, Leo Rush, of course, is the middleweight champion, MLW middleweight champion, and also the AAA, world champion right now. So he's killing it right now. He's killing it in the cruiserweight division. So, you know, MLW got a big show coming up, you guys, in a couple of weeks. And, you know, I'm all for it. I'm all for it, man. MLW, man. I'm all for it. But we're going to move on, you guys, man, to some other news. Real quick, man, before I jump back into, recapping some wrestling, you guys, man. Like, when did all these rappers, man, decided they got beef with all these wrestlers? Like, tell me, what is going on? Like, I might have my guy, from the Rap and Wrestling, podcast, man. He on the podcast in a couple of weeks, though. But, because I had to, man. And the Rap and Wrestling joke, man, is doing their thing. You feel me? It's where the Cardi B may be at WrestleMania, with everything that happened with her and Lacey Evans, man. It's gonna be very interesting. You feel me? It's gonna be very interesting. What else? Like I already talked about how Soulja Boy is just going all over the wall. He just going all over the place, man. With Randy Orton, Alexa Bliss got into it a little bit, and now of all people, the Iron Sheik, you guys, yes, the Iron Sheik is now in it. And it's, if you guys read the tweets, man, of Iron Sheik tweeting back at Soulja Boy, and just he tweet like he talk, bruh. He literally tweet how he talk, man. You some bitch, like I smack you, jabroni, like you could just do nothing but laugh, man. Can do nothing but laugh. It's pure entertaining. You feel me? Like somebody set something up. You feel me? I don't know if Bow Wow Soulja Boy on terms, but you feel me? I know there's a lot of people out there, man. It's just like, really? My man Wilkins, man, from the Jobber Tears Network, you guys, he's gonna be on the podcast next week. So him and his beef with Bow Wow is off the chain, man. It's very entertaining. So, man, all of this is just every single day, man. It never fails. Monday is something else. Tuesday, like every day is some type of news, man, with one of these rappers in the wrestling. Like real live though, you got Randy Orton, of course, man. Feeding into it, and I say once somebody calls what you do in life fake, then I guess you don't have nothing else to, you can't hold back. You got to go on out there. And it's in WWE is like, they ain't really saying nothing like, stop using that type of profanity or nothing. Like, nah, like he started it. I mean, it don't make it right to keep going back and forth though, but man, oh man, I'm loving it. So I really want to see where it goes, man. I really want to see where it goes. And speaking of where it goes, you guys, man, last week on SmackDown, but of course tonight on SmackDown, man, it's going to be lit. But last week on SmackDown, my guy Daniel Bryan, yes, he defeated Jey Uso to have the right to go on to Fastlane, you guys, next Sunday to challenge the Tribal Chief. You better acknowledge him. The Tribal Chief for the Universal Championship, which is going to be awesome, man. It's really going to be awesome. It's forever is Daniel Bryan's last go around. He's becoming a part-time, wrestler, and he's stepping behind the scenes. He's doing everything that he can do to try to push the new talent or some of the talent that, everybody or he feels that they deserve, so it's going to be something. I know they're going to put on a dope match. Ever since Roman Reigns came back at SummerSlam last year, everything he touched just been good. Everything he touched been good. So, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes, man. It's going to be really interesting to see where it goes. I thought that, we was going to get Jimmy returning back at the Friday last week, at SmackDown last week, to prevent Daniel Bryan to go on to Fastlane to face for the Universal Championship. Now, in my opinion, I was just hearing, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago that they just, said that matchup. I don't know if anybody, that was the plan or whatnot, maybe, but, and I knew they were coming on Peacock. So I know they wanted to have like a big matchup, and Daniel Bryan wasn't in or their plans in the main event. So I think that's why they didn't really wanted to go with that match. But nonetheless, it was supposed to have been Edge, Daniel Bryan to take on Roman Reigns and Uso. And neither did, I'm pretty sure Uso was probably was going to be ringside, but maybe not in the plans for the whole WrestleMania main event matchup though. The matchup they would have had, I would have liked to see. I would have liked to seen Edge and Daniel Bryan team up. Probably would never see that match, them go one-on-one. Probably would never see them team up after this, But who knows? Who knows what the future holds. to take on Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. I thought that would have been a great match. But Daniel Bryan, you know, you're getting this matchup at Fastlane. So, hey, that's going to be cool, man. That's going to be cool. That's going to be really, really cool. In other words, man, what else we got going on, man? Can my man Seth Rollins continuously come out there looking like $1 million? Like, I know he got a baby on the way. Like, can he continuously come out there on SmackDown looking like $1 million? Because I love it. You feel me? I love it. You like Bobby Lashley and MVP and the Hurt Business all together, man. Suit game is off the chain. We're going to get to Raw in just a bit, but they suit game, you know, it just went off the chain. But, hey, you know, I'm loving ourselves. Come on. I mean, hey, the dude look like he be hot as I don't know what. You feel me? He came out there in a leather suit, you know. So I'm like, okay, Seth, you feel me? You showing off that money, you know. Like, you done got some time to, you know, recuperate and, you know, go chill with Becky and stuff. So, hey, you know, Seth, keep coming out there each and every week and killing it, man. Another person that's killing it, you guys, my guy Apollo. Yes, Apollo Crews. I am loving it, you guys. Last week, man, I was not making fun of him if anybody thought I was, but a lot of people thought it was a great reaction, you know, because my man said, man, hey, you know, don't disrespect me, man, and I'm loving it. You feel me? He coming out there, you know, this past week with, now he got tribes and everything, got the sword. People were talking about the sword was racism. Like, come on, man. It's 2021, man. You can't do nothing in this time, in this day and age without one person. One person. That is going to be at least one person. You feel me? Like, if you went to school, it's going to be at least that one person out of the whole bunch that's going to cause everybody to get to have some type of, you know, like a party or something like that. You be in the class, teachers are like, okay, he messed it up for everybody, no party. Messed it up for everybody, no recess. So it's going to be one person, you know, that's going to mess it up. It's gonna be one person that's gonna feel some type of way about it, though. I didn't feel no type of way about it. Some people was like, man, how you gonna say that about Apollo Crews? I mean, if you're gonna say that about him, say that about Drew. You know, he come out there every single week in a kilt with a sword. So I mean, like, man, it is crazy. Nobody cannot just sit back and just enjoy wrestling no more nowadays, man. We gotta pick it apart, and if we, you know, don't enjoy it, we gotta like bash it and say, I'm not watching it, this shit is so horrible, like, it's so much wrestling out there, man, nowadays, man. And if you don't like it, turn the channel, man. Just move on. Let's just enjoy wrestling for what it really is, man. It's wrestling. It's entertainment. It's something that we love. Majority of us enjoyed it since we were a child. So let's keep enjoying it, man. Let's keep enjoying it, and I'm enjoying my man Apollo Crews. So keep doing your thing, Apollo. Yes, keep doing your thing. Before we move on to Raw, I thought Reginald was gonna this may be still a little early. I thought my man Reginald was gonna line himself with Sasha Banks. You feel me? And not go over to Monday Night Raw with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. But hey, I just can't wait for Sasha and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. It's gonna be lit, man. And speaking of WrestleMania, I know everybody in the Texas area. I mean, excuse me, everybody. Well, I mean, yeah, in the Texas area too, because they know WrestleMania is coming back there next year. So I mean, that's awesome too. But everybody in the Florida area, man, is, you know, excited. You know, and the news broke this past week on Monday that the tickets for WrestleMania go on sale this Tuesday. So it's going to be lit, man, for real. That's going to be lit. It's going to be exciting to see how it goes and the visuals. So I'm excited. I'm excited, and I hope everybody who's going to WrestleMania stay safe, man. Stay safe. But you guys, man, we're going to move on here on the podcast, you guys. Monday Night Raw this past week, man. It was okay. Another decent Monday Night Raw. It was decent. For real, it was decent. But my man Bobby Lashley, you guys, my man Bobby Lashley intro was fire as fuck. And that's all really I'm gonna say about Raw. I mean, you know, it was some cool, you know, I mean, this week's coming up Raw is going to be I'm looking forward to it. You got Riddle taking on Mustafa Ali for the United States Championship. I kind of want Ali to win. A lot of people don't like Retribution. It haven't been great at all. I mean, of course, they presence and they first presence, you know, on scene on SmackDown was lit. You feel me? At least had everybody talking at that time. But you know, I want to see something different. You know, Ali always come out there and spit facts, you know, and they don't really want him with a live mic because you don't know what he's going to say unless you just really give him a script, you know, if he not really, you know, on talking on the show rather than just being on Raw Talk. But, man, I'm looking forward to next week's Raw. But this week's past Raw was okay, man. You know, I love Bobby Lashley, new entrance, man. He's fired up. I see he defeated The Miz, so Miz, he got his rematch. I feel for The Miz, man. I feel for The Miz. I know my man Gator feel for The Miz. Some people don't. You feel me? I always wanted to see The Miz come back and be WWE champion. Well, not necessarily come back, but I mean, he's been here. He haven't really left. But I mean, just return to the top of the mountain in WWE. And he been pulling it off. You know, when some years ago with the Intercontinental Championship, I felt as though if he can do that with the IC title, I know he can do that with the WWE title. Like, come on, like really push that and make that the main title, man. Like, and it didn't, you know, go long. So, hey, you know, but I feel bad for The Miz. So, you know, hopefully, hey, I don't know. I say hopefully, I don't even know. But hey, Miz got his rematch against Bobby. Bobby, of course, man, he's the dominant, he's the almighty Bobby Lashley. Once again, hats off, congratulations. I ain't gonna take my head off, but hey, I need a haircut. But shout out to my man Bobby Lashley for becoming the WWE champion. And also, man, I cannot wait for Rhea Ripley to make her presence on Monday Night Raw. Please stop Charlotte for going after the Raw Women's Championship. Please, Charlotte. Please, Rhea. Like, of course, we already know she's going to go after it. But please, man. Stop her for going after it, though.
Everyone has something to say, a story to tell. We make it easy to share yours. So let's talk.
Regardless of your podcast setup, hit record. And from there, whether your podcast reaches 10 people or 10 million, we can help you get heard wherever listeners are.
And who knows, maybe even quit your day job.
But no matter who hears you, it's about connecting and sharing something from your perspective.
It's about having a voice and using it without anything standing in your way. Say it all with Anchor.
Speaking of Monday Night Raw, you guys, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, who, you know, resides over on Monday Night Raw, last week defended the Tag Team Championships on NXT against Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai, who won the Dusty Rhodes 2021 Tag Team Women's Classic this year, the first ever Women's Tag Team Classic. And man, it was very disappointing. I think I said last week it was very disappointing that Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez did not walk away with the tag team titles. And of course, you know, it was bull crap. You know, I don't know what type of shenanigans or agenda that they got out on Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. But nonetheless, man, we're gonna move on with with NXT as I go on. But nonetheless, you guys, this past week on NXT, my man William Regal, the general manager, made, all right of it, man. Made it all right. We seen, you guys, the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Yes, Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. Congratulations to them. Congratulations. But that did not last long. No, that did not last long. And man, to me, for real, it was a shocker. It was a shocker. You guys, man, and of course, if you got champions, they need a challenger. So you know who stepped up. If you didn't, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Chauncey Blackheart and Chauncey Blackheart and Amber Moon. Because Amber Moon, man, came back and she went right down to NXT. You feel me? So you seen a lot of guys not very recently, but you've seen them sort of recently, guys and girls who were on the main roster come back and they will return and then they come back down to NXT and they're doing wonderful. And Ember Moon was one women's wrestler that I just wish she would have stayed up there on the main roster, because I think she has a lot of potential to really keep killing it in WWE. But nonetheless, you guys, Chauncey Blackheart and Amber Moon took on Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez in the Women's Tag Team Championship matchup for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. And man, it was a good match. But Chauncey Blackheart and Amber Moon walked away with the victory. We seen history on NXT this past week. We seen 2 NXT Women's Tag Team Champions in one night. We seen the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions crown, and we seen 2 NXT Women's Tag Team Champions in one night. Man, for real. And that wasn't the only news, but slightly before that, William Regal announced a blockbuster news, you guys. And I guess this is the makeup for not having, access this year. I want to know what they're going to do with, and I want to know what they're going to do with the Hall of Fame also. So it's going to be very interesting though. But we got NXT, you guys. We got NXT Stand and Deliver, which will be, I believe it is April 7th and April 8th. Wednesday on NXT, and the next night will be streaming on Peacock. So that's going to be interesting. 2 nights. So we got, and that week, of course, you got the last Raw before Mania, and Wednesday and Thursday of NXT, Friday with SmackDown, Saturday and Sunday with WrestleMania. Man, I'm like a little kid now and all over again, man. I'm telling you, for real. Like, Christmas is just, Christmas now, we spending time with the family. You ain't really, and it's more about, giving than receiving. But, you don't get that feeling that you did when you were a young kid. But, when WrestleMania time come up, I am all excited. I'm excited. We got fans back. So I'm really looking forward to this. Last year's WrestleMania was very challenging for a lot of people. No fans. So, this is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. But everybody, man, stay safe. For real, stay safe. So that's going to be awesome, man. That's going to be awesome. We got 6 nights straight of WWE action, man. And of course, we got MLW coming up that Wednesday on a big, huge night, man, and everything, man. So it's going to be dope, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it, for real. A lot of action. You guys, real quick, man, before we head on out of here, I got other things I got to do real quick. Did you guys enjoy AEW Revolution? It's just a question, man, because I really didn't enjoy AEW Revolution, man. I thought it was just nothing but hype. The main event, man, what the hell was that? The Looney Tunes could have put on a big bomb or a big pyro display than that. You feel me? And Eddie Kingston looked like an ass coming out there saving my man Moxley, and don't shit happen. Like, for real. Like, that shit was crazy, man. We seen the whole Ethan Page. We seen Ethan Page make his debut. A lot of guys and girls from NWA are starting to come over to AEW, which is kind of cool. AEW got their little partner. They working with Japan, and they working with Impact here, and NWA. I really would like to see WWE work with my Ring of Honor. And I think that'd be really cool. Because I think Ring of Honor is like the one that's hurting the most right now throughout anybody. We're not even talking about the indie promotions though, but just WWE is surviving. They're great. They fired how many people last year? Or yeah, it had to been last year, right? Fired how many people last year? And boom, business is just booming for them. AEW is doing good. Impact, they doing okay. They still ain't got fans, but they doing okay. And then you got Ring of Honor. So I think they're, the ones that are suffering the most. So we're gonna see how it goes, man, in the future. But I did not enjoy Revolution. The tag team titles, the Young Bucks retain their titles. Miro wins his match The women's match was okay. The women's championship match was okay. Why did we have to have a cinematic matchup? I thought it was cool. Don't get me wrong. But with Sting, Brian Cage, my man Darby Allin and Ricky Starks, I thought it was cool. But why did there have to be a cinematic matchup? For them people that was in that venue, I felt like maybe, just maybe, I bought tickets to see Sting. And they probably haven't seen him in so long. So you tell me now I gotta sit here, come here and watch a screen to watch who I paid tickets for on the screen when I could have did it at home? I mean, like, you feel me? This kind of like brought me back to like when Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara was having a crazy ass matchup and they were brawling backstage, but they had fans at the pay-per-view. And I wanted to say, I don't think it was Double or Nothing. It could have been Full Gear, but I'm not too sure though. But they had fans there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think it was Double or Nothing. It was definitely Full Gear. But you had fans there. Like, why do this risky shit backstage? And I understand, I mean, maybe I don't, but why do this risky shit backstage, man? And the fans are right there when you can do it right there, man. They paid their money right there. Like, we already are in a freaking pandemic. You're making things even harder on yourself. So, but I enjoyed it. Like I said, man, it was real cool. Visual was dope. Darby Allin doing a little coffin drop, man. So, hey, man, I thought it was dope, man. And, coming this past week on AEW, we seen, some of the fallout. My man Sting didn't come out there. He didn't say nothing. And also, everybody was the speculation. Who's going to drop in AEW? Who's going to be? Is it going to be RVD? Is it going to be Brock Lesnar? Is it going to be Selena? Is it going to be this person? No, but it was Christian Cage. Okay. I never watched Christian Cage in Impact TNA. And at that time, because he left WWE, and I want to say about 06, 05, 06, and he went over to Impact, and he started doing his thing, and then he will return afterwards. But I heard of the character Christian Cage, but I really never, watched him. So, he picked up the belt after attempting to hit Kenny Omega with the Unprettier on Dynamite this past week. Do I really want to see him as AEW champion? No, but I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I think there's a lot of other guys and girls, man, who are willing and deserving it, but it put asses in seats and put viewership up, so. Hey, another cool thing I think on AEW that I really enjoyed, that our MJF is not with the Inner Circle no more. And now it seems like the Inner Circle is going to be a babyface group. And speaking of groups, you guys, this is the question of the week here on Talk Pro Wrestling. Throughout all the promotions in wrestling, which promotion is your favorite faction? Throughout all the promotions, which one of them has your favorite faction? And of course, on Monday Night Raw, we have the Hurt Business. On SmackDown, really don't have a faction there. We really don't have a faction on SmackDown. On NXT, we had the Undisputed Era. We sort of got Imperium there. We got The Way. With MLW, we got a Contra Unit. So, and AEW, like I said, of course, they got the Inner Circle. And now, with MJF saying, no, man, I was too busy building my own group or whatever. We seen Tully. We seen my man. We seen FTR. We seen Warlow come out and Shawn Spears. So, what does this mean? What does this mean? I really don't know. I thought maybe they were, at least Shawn Spears, Tully, and FTR was kind of like doing a little a Four Horsemen thing. So I don't know. We'll see where this goes. I don't think MJF needs to be in a tag team. I think MJF is GOAT, but the only thing is he has the future. He has the future ahead of him. It's so bright. Just like Bianca has the future ahead of him, just like Keith Lee got the future ahead of him, just like a lot of guys got a future ahead of them, man. They gonna be good. And I think that's why they stick in MJF and tag teams. If they give him the belt too soon, everybody gonna, if they let him, you know, like be single too long, then everybody gonna start saying, why he's not the AEW champion? Why he's not the AEW champion? Y'all giving him the TNT champion, why he's not the AEW champion? So I think that's why they sticking him with factions, or sticking him with this and that and doing all these other stuff to try to, you know, basically showcasing what MJF. You know what I mean? The first AEW pay-per-view, Double or Nothing, when he said to Bret Hart, I think everybody knew the fuck he was. I mean, I really didn't know. I mean, and I also watched more of MJF and MLW too when he was in MLW. So, I mean, he is the future. He is the future. So I would love to see where this goes, man. For real. I would love to see where it goes. So, man, hey, man. For real. Ooh, 30 minutes, man. Man, it's been a good show. It's been a good episode. I got to get back to some filming, man. I thought I, of course, had I had to stop past and talk my wrestling this week, man. I'm a big wrestling fan. I love it, man. For real. I really love it. So we got SmackDown tonight, you guys. Of course, we're going to heat up with Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns and this story right now going until Fastlane, you guys. Fastlane, of course, is going to be their first pay-per-view. They're going to air on Peacock. So it's going to be very, very interesting, man. I'm digging it. You feel me? I'm digging it, man. I'm really digging it. Oh, man, you guys, real quick, man. On Monday Night Raw, what the hell was Shane McMahon's problem? What was his problem? Trying to say what he had to say against Braun Strowman? Like, it seemed like he either forgot his lines or it seemed like he was not on a panic attack, but he was nervous. You know, you come down to the ring, you get the mic, you go all the way up to the ramp, you come back down halfway a bit, and you just, I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand it. But of course, I'm pretty sure Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman at WrestleMania, and then of course, Shane McMahon runs off, hop in the car, try to fool Braun Strowman. He sort of did with Goldberg and The Rock did when The Rock, antagonized Goldberg, and Goldberg chased The Rock, and The Rock went off in his car, and Goldberg got in the car and went after him, but The Rock came back in camera shot and was like, dummy. But man, hey, it's been a great show, man. For real. This has been a great show. Chatting with you guys, man, all over the world. I appreciate everybody, man, who keep coming back each and every week here on the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. They hear me, listen to me, watch me talk my crap, man, about wrestling. You feel me? I love wrestling. I've been watching wrestling since the age of 8 years old. I'm 30, man, so you do the math, and I'm keep doing it, man. Like I said, WrestleMania is coming back this year. It's back in business, as they slogan. Oh Lord, they gonna wear that down. Oh man, they gonna wear that down. Last year it was too big for one night. Now we back in business. But man, hey, and I'm excited they're back in business, man, because I cannot wait to see some fans, man. I've been, of course, watching a lot of old school wrestling, and I just love the fans, man, that reaction. You feel me? When it's just that matchup, or it's a tag team match and you get that hot tag, or it's a return, and I'm loving it, man. So I can't wait to see the fans back. But in full capacity, it's gonna be some time, man. It's gonna be some time. But we all know Florida is a whole different world. You feel me? A whole different world. They probably stopped wearing masks. They probably allowing people in the arenas. Who knows? So Florida is different, man. MLW down in Florida. Everybody down in Florida, man. You feel me? EB Radio is down in Florida, you guys, man. Yes, EB Radio. If you did not know, you guys, you can catch the 1130 podcast, the main podcast of the 1130 podcast, on EB Radio and YouTube, streaming every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You dig? So I appreciate everybody, man. Once again, shout out to all my listeners that join me back here on the podcast each and every week, you guys, man. But before I go, you guys, don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. Follow me on Twitter at Dre on Wheels. Follow me on Instagram at the 1130 podcast. Like the 1130 podcast on Facebook. Subscribe to the 1130 podcast on YouTube. Hit the notification bell, like it, leave a comment. Please leave a comment, you guys, so I can know you're there. I'll shout you out and all that good stuff. And share it, for real. Try to get the 1130 podcast up and out there even more. And also, you guys, the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling, available each and every Friday wherever you get your podcasts. If you're listening to me on Spotify, don't forget to follow, hit the notification bell. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and a review. I appreciate it so much, you dig? And if you would like to be a guest here on the podcast, email me. That's the1130podcast@gmail.com. The1130podcast@gmail.com. Yo, what a show, man. What a show. I gotta get back to some filming here on the documentary. It comes out. I made the announcement, of course, this past Wednesday on EB Radio and on YouTube, March 30th, you guys. 10-part episode. We gonna get it in, you guys, so get ready, y'all, man, for real. It's been an awesome show. I love chatting with you guys each and every week, you guys. Yo, from DC, this your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. I'll see you guys next week, and I'm out.